I've been asked by my angels to convey this message. The crucifix is a symbol of execution. Jesus Christ did not die for your sins on the cross. He was assassinated for being black and for telling the truth and attempting to bring awareness to the masses, and they made a public spectacle out of him. Now, if anyone knows gematria, Hebrew, the letter F in Hebrew is also alphanumerical for the number 6. So when they hit him with 3, spikes, one in each hand and both in the foot, those nails that they hit him with, that's 666. Because alphanumerically, in the Hebrew language, the letter F is VAV, but it also means to nail or to pin. So they made sure to leave their mark on him. He still bears the stigmatas to this day. But they hung him. They hung him because he was black. And because here's this wise, intelligent man trying to bring awareness to the masses, and they weren't going to have it. Anybody who dare do that, they always wind up the same. You know the same old story. So what they're feeding you in the Bible is not true. It's not true at all. Is Jesus real? Absolutely. But the fictitious biblical character name doesn't exist, because if you look at the books, his name only appears roughly around 4,000 years ago. To say that Jesus is only 4,000 years old is just ludicrous. If you look at the name Satan, it roughly appears around the same time, about 4,070 years ago. It starts appearing in ancient texts. So you know that this is not true. Look at the age of the earth. I've said this before in my first video I made for this channel. All you have to do is extrapolate the information that you have in juxtaposition to the age of the earth, and everything becomes immediately negated. The oldest religion, Hinduism, 4,500 years. Math, science, physics, roughly about 3,500 years old, maybe anywhere between 2,500 and 4,000. Mathematics is, I think, about 4,000 years old, maybe. Tops. That's why mathematics is not the language of the universe. Math is inapplicable to the infinite because the infinite is unquantifiable. The infinite is the universe. Always was, always will be. Everything goes on forever in every direction. So nothing that man has created has anything to do with what you're looking at. Nothing. Because human beings weren't even conceived, or there was no inception point from creator. Human beings are newly arrivals to this planet. Look at how many years human beings have been here. Roughly, 3.2 million years? The first known bipedal anthropomorphic hominoid, Homo habilis, 3.2 million years. But of course, there were extraterrestrials that have visited here, of course. But they're not extraterrestrials. They are our older siblings. Because everything is one. This is a soul family, and everything's connected. But nonetheless, the whole story of Christ on the cross, that's a symbol of execution. Because if they did crucify him, then is not that a symbol of execution where he was executed on? Think about it. That's why they wear symbols of execution around their neck, and they don't even realize that they're doing it. If they found out that Christ was hung, would they be wearing nooses around their neck? So you have to really come correct with these things. The fact that they have not told you anything about the truth from day one, and they won't, because it doesn't serve their best interests. So what you have to do is tell yourself the truth. Don't believe what they're telling you. Start finding out for yourself. Because this is the exploration of personal discovery. Absolutely, man. Absolutely it is. Because what I'm saying might be just garbled to you, mumbo jumbo and nonsense. But you might just get something out of it that'll spark a catalyst inside you that'll allow you to proceed in a direction that will allow you to explore the destiny of your own personal discovery inside yourself, to what the truth really is and what really matters to you. Because in the end, that's truly the only substance there is. That's what you're made of. Because if all you're doing is filling your life with lies, that's what your life becomes, because that's what you are. You don't want to find yourself there. That's a very precarious situation to be found in, especially later on in life when you realize your entire life was nothing but a lie. You don't have any quality. No quality of life. There's nothing inside you to give to yourself, let alone to give to others. It's all aesthetics and outward image. It's no substance. There's no quality to it. It's all quantitative in nature. There's no qualitative value. But anyway, this is what my guardians and guides wanted to pass on. Take from it what you will. It's up to you to believe it or not, but it is the truth. And you can clearly see in their own book, it says the physical description of the attributes and the the physical appearance of Christ was hair of wool, skin of bronze, and besides, the story of the Bible takes place in the Middle East. So you're not going to see any men with European features, fair skin, blonde hair, blue eyes, thin lips, thin nose. It's just not going to be because of the geographical location and the environment. It's not conducive to somebody with that type of skin to be surviving in that climate and in that environment. Everybody there has a dark pigmentation for a reason, you know. But anyway, listen, take from it what you will. This is what it is, but it is the truth. You know, this is just designed to make you realize that everything you've been hearing is just not the truth. But anyway, this will be my last video on this topic, and I'll just move on to other things. God bless.